Sound in the suit, I got something in the shoebox. I can with my mood, tell me something that lose me. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's like.
All right. Says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. Smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video. Spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live. You dig? Yes, indeed. Boy. Yeah, we're going to talk about this boxing this morning. A few things that's been a little disturbing. Let me see here. Let me scroll up, see what we got in the building thus far. Miami Snoopy, 305 in the building. What's happening with it, man? B. Pauly up in here. Rick Ross, salute. Let's see. We got King Jr., salute. Dwayne Jones in the building. Brent Fox, Black Polo. Mark Casey in here. The lovely Love is the Word. Salute, sister. Macadam One. Jeff the producer. King Strick. Cadillac Red in the building. Quest X. Pugilism and Politics. BN Boxing News up in here. Brandon Adam Perry. Rob Sportsman Lee. Let's see here. BBG up in here. Sean in the building. Black Attack. Brown on Boxing. Let's see here. Vince Williams. CB Sports TV. Brother Carl Burrell in the building. Let's see here. Black Swan. Mo G. The sister Lala D up in here. Let's see. Bert in the building. DJ Zion Love. Dane Watson. A Wavy 09. Omega Red. Macadam One. Michael James 616 up in here. Let's see here. Mansa Musa. Tamir Ali. Elbow. Don Banks. The brother Quest X. Demo 84. Let's see here. John Wilson. Hotep Shalom. I Am Legend Boxing in the building. What's happening with it, man? Terrell Colwell. Snacks Beat. Let's see here. Let's see. I think I said John Wilson. Freddie. Oh, I skipped on me. Salute to Freddie was up in here. Salute to everybody in the building. I see you in here, Underground Asylum. I see you, David Scott III. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Bank State McKinnon's, what's happening? Yeah, y'all smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. The likes all the way up. Before we start cooking up in here. Y'all know how it go. Let me go to my YouTube. Make sure everything is everything on my YouTube. Yeah. Not showing up on YouTube. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Smash the like button, ladies and gents. We almost there. Let's get some likes all the way up. Oh man, my mic messing up. Hold on. Let me fix this mic. Smash the like button, ladies and gents. We almost there. Let's get some likes all the way up. Oh man, my mic messing up. Hold on. Y'all let me know if the mic start acting up again. Or if it's got that little buzzing in the background, let me know. All right. So, 130-pound champion Oscar Valdez has had some trouble. He's tested positive. All right. Let me pull this up. Pull this thing up. Get all my facts together. And let's see here. Second, y'all. Can't find my article. Give me a second here. I apologize. I'm gonna get all my facts together, ladies and gents. Let's see. One second, y'all. My apologies. Did not move. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. All right. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck is this shit not showing up, man? Damn, they always fuck with my channel, man. I'm trying to pull this article up on the screen for y'all. They're not letting me do it for whatever reason. Let's see here. Let's just do it this way then. Just gonna have to tell y'all what happened. Fuck it, man. All right, y'all. It's not letting me put the shit up, so I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened. All right. Just gonna do it this way. Smash the like button, ladies and gents. All right. Let me read the super chats real quick. We're gonna cook. Justin March in the super chat. What it do, fam? Much love and much appreciation. Salute to you, homie. Unbiased Sports. Salute in the super chat. What it do? Much love, much appreciation. Says the Patreon is 100%. It says 100. Says y'all are missing out. Yes, indeed, man. The Patreon word goes down. So make sure y'all tune in. Link to the Patreon is in the description, along with the OnlyFans and all my other stuff is in the description, man. Make sure y'all sign on up. All right. So Oscar Valdez, 130-pound champion, man. You know, ahead of his bout coming up September 15th, okay, tested positive for a diuretic. Now, the diuretic is called phentermine. To my knowledge, this is a drug that is supposed to suppress your appetite. Many people use it when they're trying to lose weight. Okay, it has other types of benefits as well, as far as increasing your wind and your wind capacity and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what they say. Okay. Now this is a banned substance by WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency. right? And they were being tested by VADA, the voluntary drug shit. So VADA caught this in Valdez's system. Okay, now Valdez's team has come out with the excuse that it must have came from herbal tea, some herbal tea that Valdez was drinking because he didn't want to drink coffee. Okay, he didn't want to drink coffee, so he was drinking some herbal tea. All right. Now this is all bullshit. Okay, we all understand that these are lies made up by Bob Arum and Valdez's team to cover up for the fact that Valdez. Listen, man, you tested positive, you got caught. All right, it's a banned substance. We don't need to go into but it's not like it's a steroid. Oh, it's not HGH. It's not. Listen, bro, it's still cheating. All right. There is a banned substance. It's on the list. You are a professional fighter. You are responsible for what goes into your body. Sometimes accidents can happen, yes, but you still have to be punished when accidents happen, right? You know what I mean? If I'm driving my car, right, and I'm an excellent driver, I'm minding my own business, and then my phone rings and I take my eye off the road for a split second, and then I run into the car in front of me, guess what? That's called an accident. But I still have to take responsibility for that, right? It ain't the person who called me fault. It ain't the person who was in front of me fault, right? These fighters get paid a lot of money, right? They have enough money to pay attention to what goes in their body, especially when you know you're being tested by an agency like VADA. That's very strenuous. They dig deep. VADA is one of the hardest testing agencies, one of the most strict, I should say, testing agencies. Okay, they dig deep, and for Valdez to pop for this is shameful, really. It really is. Greater time in the super chat. What to do, family? Much love and much appreciation. Salute to you, homie. What's up, healer, the mind, body coach? I see you in the building. General Scores, what's happening with it? Y'all smash the list like bud. Now, yeah, Dillian G, he's in Canelo's camp. So let's get to that. The thing that everybody wants to really talk about is that Valdez is in Canelo's camp. They share the same trainer, I guess. It's sad, man. Quest X in the super chat. What to do, family? Much love, much appreciation. Says you're not even trying anymore. Like, who the fuck do they think they are talking to these fifth grade lies, telling these fifth grade lies? Exactly. Yeah, exactly, man. It's an insult. It's an insult to everybody's intelligence when they're out here claiming that he drank some herbal tea. All right, it's ridiculous. You see here. Be in boxing news in the super chat. What to do, family? Much love and much appreciation. Since I'm a RPH, phentermine is a stimulant like speed. Okay, it's a stimulant, huh? Well, what's up, Stormy B, man? I see you in here. Well, the problem is now that this leads to more speculation from Team Canelo Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso, and those guys, because if I'm not mistaken, this is like the third fighter that Eddie Reynoso has had in his gym to test positive, if I'm not mistaken. I know Canelo tested positive for clenbuterol, right? Another one of their fighters, I forgot his name, he tested positive for clenbuterol, which is also another drug that's used, is banned, and is also used for cutting weight. And now you have Oscar Valdez in the same camp testing positive for this stimulant here, phentermine. You know what I mean? So what does that say about Canelo's camp, his team? ILG Jones in the super chat. What to do, family? Much love and much appreciation. He says, notice how the mainstream media refuses to call it a failed PED test. Oh yeah, they're gonna do that. Most definitely. Most definitely, they're gonna do that. You know what I mean? It's a double standard. You know what I mean? It's not the same smoke for everybody. You know what I mean? We'll get to that as well. It's not the same smoke. These listen. If this was a Charlo brother that tested positive for the same exact substance, the same amount in his system, what would the world be saying? Right? What would mainstream media be saying? You know what I'm saying? If this was Deontay Wilder that tested positive, what would the world be saying? What would the mainstream media be saying? What would the boxing fans be saying? Okay. Emmett Johnson in the super chat. What it do, family? Much love and much appreciation. Says, told my PO, I don't know, I didn't know the cough syrup I was taking had codeine. He said, uh, Grandma gave me some of hers. I didn't read the label. He told me he didn't know uh, if this could just if this could give me 30 or 60 days in violation. Hey man, well that's what I'm saying. You got to see. We have to be regular people have to be aware of what's in their system, right? Like you just said, probation, right? You got to be aware of what you're taking and all that kind of stuff, and what can trigger a drug test and all that kind of shit, right? So when you're talking about a professional fighter who get paid, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and they got professional people around them with experience, and VADA is giving you a list of banned substances that you cannot have in your system. Everything that you put in your body should be accounted for. You see what I'm saying? Everything you put in your body has to be accounted for. So if what's up, Drew Titan? I see Drew in the building. Renique 313 was happening with it. It's like this. If you're a professional fighter, you got all this shit to lose. It's not hard to have a nutritionalist, or educate yourself, right? You have a dietitian or whatever. You eat food. And listen, Oscar Valdez is a guy who has a high metabolism. He work out fat. He work out a lot, you know what I'm saying, hours at a time in the gym. If Oscar Valdez keeps track of what he's eating and cuts back on what he's eating, okay, and he's eating less calories, all right, then what he's burning in the gym, he's going to lose weight. That's just a scientific fact. It got nothing to do with none of this other shit. You don't need no fucking diuretics and none of this other shit. It's just a form of cheating. It's laziness, okay? That's all it is. Pure laziness. If Oscar Valdez decided, hey man, I'm gonna give me a nutritionist over here, I'm gonna eat, whatever, they're gonna have me on 4 meals a day, whatever, I don't know what they'll give him, what his calories and stuff would be like, his macronutrients and stuff would be like. But regular people are doing this. So you can't tell me a professional athlete can't fucking do this. Right? So now we have to ask the question, what's going on in that gym? What's going on in the gym of Saul Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso? And the big notable names that they got up in that gym are Canelo, of course, Oscar Valdez. I think they got Ryan Garcia. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they got Andy Ruiz as well. Okay? Now, this don't look good. It just don't. Too much lackadaisical bullshit going on, not giving a fuck what's going on in your body. I think this is purposely cheating. That's what's happening. And I think the WBC, I know they got to test his B sample, I believe. They still got to test his B sample. So we'll find out once they test his B sample if he, if they're gonna postpone the fight or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I don't know if his fight on the September 15th is off yet. Yeah, Martinez. That's the guy who tested positive. The other guy. He tested positive for clenbuterol, I believe. So that's 3 people in their gym that's tested positive. Right? 3 people from one camp. Come on. Y'all know what time it is. Cut it out. What's up, my brother? 2 Off TV. What's happening with it? 2 Off Sports. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah, this is flat out cheating. You said Reza shakes, huh? Yeah, something like that. Somebody in that camp is either these fighters are a bunch of cheaters and they just happen to all meet up in the same gym and cheat together, or somebody in that gym is giving them illegal shit, thinking that they can outsmart the fucking test and getting caught. That's just what's happening. Adari T in the super chat, what it do, fam? Much love and much appreciation. He says, Ryan Garcia has mental challenges all of a sudden. The same thing Fury had, then Pop Dirty. Yeah, well, like I told y'all before, one of the side effects of playing with your hormones with these performance enhancement drugs is you have to know how to come off of them. You have to have a PCT, a post-psychotherapy, in order. And you have to start it at the right time. You have to bring your natural testosterone levels and natural hormone levels back to harmony before let me see, hold on 1 second. Somebody said I missed super chats. I'm going back up. I don't see nothing. I don't see super chats that I missed. You gotta bring your natural hormones back together, back to harmony, back to balance. Because if you don't do that, right, you could have side effects, right? Like for instance, your estrogen levels might be too high, right? You can start to gain weight. Your body not producing natural testosterone at the rate it needs to be doing because you've been putting synthetic stuff up in there, and then your estrogen levels rise. It's an imbalance in your body. You start getting very emotional. You start getting depressed, right? You start becoming suicidal, shit like that. Things like that can happen, and that's why I told y'all it happened with Tyson Fury. The man was just fine. Then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, he get popped for this nandrolone shit. And all of a sudden he got depression and he wants to die. He don't know if he want to live anymore. Then you got fucking Ryan Garcia pulling the same crap. You know what I mean? So, ain't no telling with these guys, man. Ain't no telling. These dudes want to be the best. All right. And when you want to be the best, sometimes people are willing to go above and beyond to win, and they'll cheat. You know what I mean? By any means necessary, they want to win. Kamal Oz in that super chat showing love, much appreciation. Family says corporate media and man fans foolishly banned Caleb Plant for the foolishly blamed Caleb Plant for the delay in the Canelo fight. Caleb insisted on drug testing, and rightly so. I agree. Well, if Canelo ever gets caught, blatantly caught. T. Roberts, I didn't see your super chat, family. I don't know why saying I missed it. It's not showing up on here. Let me go back up. Oh, there we go. Salute to T. Roberts in the super chat. What to do, family? Much love and much appreciation. Says Wilder was censored when he brought up dirty boxers on that live too. Shaking my head. Hashtag LDBC salute. Yes, indeed. I remember that. Yeah, they censored him when he started talking about the fuck shit going on in the sport. You know what I mean? Yeah, but if Canelo Alvarez pops again, or something like, if he gets caught doing something else, his legacy has to be, turned upside down. Right now, many people will already say Canelo's legacy is tainted because he tested positive for clenbuterol. 1 second, yo. So many people would say his legacy is already tainted. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, I look at him with a side eye. I'm trying not to take away all his accomplishments because he tested positive in one fight. But you know, it's hard. You know, uh, it's hard. You know what I mean? I just want to be fair to him because the same thing could possibly happen to a fighter I like one day. Motherfucker might pop dirty one time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And do I want to take away his whole career based off of him popping dirty that one time? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be reasonable about it. But if Canelo pops dirty again and there's some shady's going on, you feel me? Um, it's bad business for him. Bad business for him. ZP in the super chat, what it do, fam? Much love and much appreciation. Says they can catch Nello with a needle in his arm, and they still don't think. You say you still don't think they would care. Yeah, yeah. Well, he's boxing's golden boy. He's the golden child right now. Boxing loved them some Canelo Alvarez because he put asses in the seats. You know what I'm saying? Put asses in the seats. He draws in these crowds and make a lot of money, so people want to be attached to him. They attach themselves to Canelo, and you know that's what they do. C99 says true, but all the jumping up in weight don't look good. I understand that. I definitely agree. That's one of my biggest grievances with Canelo was the catch weight bullshit he used to do all the time. You know what I mean? Always looking for an advantage over somebody. You know what I mean? Not allowing guys to come in at their best weight to fight him, and so we can find out who's the best at that weight class. You hold a title at 154, but you want to fight people at weird ass weights. You know what I'm saying? 155 and shit like that. You know what I mean? You fucking, you got a belt at 160. You want to fight motherfuckers that, they can't come in no higher than 150, 158. It's just stupid shit. But that's Canelo, the catchweight king. So, people who are the A side act like, well, people, I can't say everybody, but Canelo acts like a super diva in these situations. Like what he did to Caleb Plant was just ridiculous. When you got Caleb Plant from to give you everything you want, PBC willing to give you whatever it is you want, plus $40 million for a fight, and you still stalling and that shit looks sketchy. So when people say, "Hey man, Canelo stalling because he's trying to cycle off them PEDs or whatever, or he don't want it to be enough time for them to drug test and shit like that," I don't know. He could be doing that shit. I don't know. It's all kinds of high tech drugs out here now. You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to tell people, and I've been saying this for years, is that what's on the wider ban list, understand that there are other drugs that are not on the list that people are taking and are still cheap. Okay? There are like these drugs, the designer steroids, so-called designer steroids and stuff. Like, dude, you could just literally just take, these chemists can take one molecule, move it to another position, and you have the drug is no longer illegal because it's not on the ban list. Okay? It can give you even greater effects than the first drug in its normal form, or slightly less effect. But it will still be, it's not going to be illegal until somebody snitches on it. See, once one of the informants or something come out and say, "Hey man, it's this new shit people taking and this is what it is," then why the ass it to their list? Until then, you ain't gonna know what the fuck these dudes are taking. They was looking at what was it, the 88 Olympics, I believe it was. I think it was the 1988 Olympics. And WADA had a bunch of tests, blood samples and shit like that from all these athletes, right? from the 80s. They retested them, right? Recently, in like the last 10 years, they retested them with their new technology and found all the motherfuckers dirty. But they didn't test dirty back then because back then they were only testing for basic shit, testosterone, Dianabol, Winstrol, shit like that, Deca. Now they have it's so far advanced, and they got they can go back now and test all that shit. Man, all the motherfuckers are dirty. You know what I mean? LaShawn Rex says, 78, how do you know so much about steroids? Oh, I educated myself about steroids a long time ago. I was fascinated by the effects of them. You know what I mean? Steroids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Fascinated by the effects of them. Did a lot of research on steroids. Got a lot of books and stuff on steroids, anabolics and stuff like that. And so that was a hobby of mine, researching performance enhancement drugs. And yeah. So that's how I know. Plus, when my homeboy, used to sell, he used to make steroids. He would order the supplies, the raw material from China or from Mexico. Order the raw material, and then he would make them himself. Make tablets and shit. Get you some little capsules and shit, and get you some scales and shit, just like some dope. You know what I'm saying? Cooking up testosterone and shit like that. You know what I mean? Back in the day. Allegedly, of course. Yeah. Pac-Man Tay, what's happening with it, Tay? Salute to the brother Tay Jones. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the homie Tay. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. So yeah, I know a lot about steroids. I try to help people and educate people on some of the drugs, but motherfuckers don't want to listen to me because I'm black and shit. Believe it or not, I remember when Alexander Povetkin tested positive for meldonium, and I was doing videos and trying to tell people, what meldonium is, and I believe that Povetkin is taking other drugs like that, like taking SARMs and shit like that. Dudes are just shitting on, oh man, shut up, man. You don't know. You just went to Google. And researched this real quick. You don't know shit. But that's what they think of black people. You can't know shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't know nothing. You have to just go do some Google research real quick. You can't know nothing. And then what happened after Povetkin tested positive for meldonium? What happened? Start testing positive for other shit. SARMs, like I said, Ostarine and shit like that. You know what I mean? Stuff that just a few years ago was legal because it wasn't on the ban list because these are designer drugs. You know what I'm saying? They designer drugs. That's all. You know how people get. But yeah, I'm gonna have something special for y'all. I'm gonna have somebody come on and break down. I shouldn't even say that because I know niggas are just rush to beat me to it and shit. That's what niggas always do on this YouTube. It's so irritating. But I'm gonna have somebody come on and break down the performance enhancement drugs and how they can be used in the sport of boxing, in other sports too, basketball, football. There's so much shit out there right now that guys in basketball can use. You know what I'm saying? That it's not going to test positive. The best way to catch guys is to monitor their testosterone levels. If the testosterone levels drop, right, abnormally, but they're not testing positive for nothing, it could be something there that they're taking that's not showing up on the radar. You know what I'm saying? If their body's not naturally producing testosterone, they probably getting it from another source. You know what I'm saying? If their testosterone spikes, then of course, you know what I mean. But there's other ways to do shit too without even testosterone manipulation. Like you say, it's like these diuretics and shit like that, like Valdez is taking. You know what I mean? It's a lot of diuretics and shit like that to get people a good win. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that's gonna help out if somebody's taking a drug that allows him to get that little second win. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that because remember that guys like Evander Holyfield. People they say Holyfield was taking stuff or whatever, and he probably was. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they say Holyfield was taking shit, right? But Holyfield naturally always had good win, right? He always was able to get that second win in a fight. He'd be in a tough ass scrap or something, and out of nowhere Holyfield just let loose on your ass. You know what I'm saying? 5-6 punch combination and shit, just win around and shit. He always was able to turn up that second gear. So imagine if you take away that second gear from a guy, right? They blow their wad, they ain't got no second gear, nothing to rely on, nothing to fall back on. They just getting their ass whooped. You can see a whole lot of different fights, man. Whole lot of different situations. You know what I mean? Whole lot of different outcomes in boxing. But this is what happens in boxing, man. What's up, Stormy B, man? Stormy say, he said, do it. 78. We have dumbed down society to be educated is liberated. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna have somebody come on here, somebody who can speak to exactly what I'm talking about, not just some PED expert who can tell you about steroids, but I'm gonna bring somebody on here who knows exactly what I'm talking about as far as how to move around these molecules and change the makeup of the drug to make it legal. You know what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it, guys. Listen, this athlete's taking shit right now. They haven't been caught because it's not technically illegal yet, but they're still cheating. They're still getting an edge. They're still getting an advantage. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit out there. Shank said people taking SARMs too. Yeah, a lot of people taking SARMs because they under the impression that SARMs are safer than steroids. You know what I'm saying? SARMs are selective androgen receptor modulators, and they work similarly to steroids, but they're not as good as real deal steroids, but they can be effective as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brother said, I lost some bread on Valdez and Brichelle. Was Valdez dirty in the fight? I don't know. Don't know. Don't know, but now it's going to come into question. Was he dirty? And let's not forget, too. Let's not forget this. I'm not saying that this is what Valdez was doing or is doing, but diuretics can sometimes be used by smart people. Sometimes diuretics are used to flush out and to mask other more hardcore substances from the body. Sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes. I'm not saying that that's what Valdez is doing, but sometimes people do that. They put a little shit, some shit in their system. If they think they're gonna pop dirty for a certain drug that's gonna prove that they've been cheating, they might take a diuretic to try to flush out in the system, but then they test positive for the diuretic and they say, "Oh man, I got that from drinking tea." Oh man, that was in that must have been in some over the counter protein shake I was taking. I didn't know I had this pre-workout. I didn't know that was in there. Now everybody feels sorry for him. They go online to do the research. Yeah, it turns out he was telling the truth. That substance is in the pre-workout, but all he really did was mask what he was really doing. He threw y'all a bone. See what I'm saying? It's like a motherfucker getting what I'm saying, the police come and arrest you and shit and take you down and interrogate you. You know what I mean? Some folks feel like they just gotta tell the police some shit, right? So the police say, um, there was a murder on 38th Street. It was a murder. And judging by your cell phone shows us that you were in that area. right? Cell phone shows us you was in that area. We getting a warrant right now to search your house. What are we gonna find in your house? If we find anything from that guy in your house, then we know you killed him. You know what the dumb nigga gonna say? He gonna throw the police a bone. He gonna snitch on himself to try to save himself from the bigger crime. He gonna say, nah, man, I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm just gonna tell you what it is, man. Yeah, man, I went over there, I seen dude dead, man. And I'm broke, man. I know it's fucked up, man, but I went in his pockets, stole his wallet, man. I know it sounds fucked up, man, but I ain't killed nobody, man. I might be a piece of shit, man, but I for stealing, but I ain't killed nobody. See, he think that that's throwing the police a bone. He think that that's gonna say, oh, okay, well, he robbed the guy, but he didn't kill him. No, nigga, that's all it is. People try to throw little shit out there to cover up and mask what the real agenda. That's all. So sometimes diuretics can be used like that, where guys will try to mask and cover up uh, some harder drugs that they have used. You know what I mean? But see, I wouldn't know exactly what diuretics are used to mask shit, right? Y'all would know, but an expert in that field would know. An expert in that field would know what to take to mask some shit. That's why I was acting funny with Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Luis Ortiz, King Kong, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with him. But when he tested positive before the Deontay Wilder fight for high blood pressure medication, that pissed me off because he trying to say, oh, I just had just high blood pressure. Listen, man, you knew that the shit was on the ban list. VADA gives you a piece of paper. You write down what it is that you're taking this medication. Okay? You could have done that. He didn't do it. He didn't write down, I'm taking high blood pressure medication. So then when you pop dirty, you can't, oh, well, no, it was just, no. See, high blood pressure medication can be used to mask other things. I'm just telling you, it can be used to mask other things. I ain't trying to shit on Ortiz. I fuck with him. But I'm just telling you. These dudes be thinking they slick, trying to throw you a little bone. They figure if I'm caught, fuck it, I ain't gonna get caught for the real shit. They can catch me with this, you know what I'm saying? I just stole his wallet. I ain't shoot him. You know, bullshit. Smash the like button though. We should have over 400 likes in the building. Get the likes all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. Get them all the way up. So, what'd you say, Shank? Shank says, I think even if they are cheating, I think they make too much money to get caught, so they have to stay ahead of the game in the testing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I might open it up today. I might open this up today and let some people come on. A few people come on and shoot the shit. Anybody feel like coming on and giving y'all opinions on PEDs and boxing, Oscar Valdez and all that good stuff? Let me know if you feel like coming on, and I'll put the link in the chat. But I'm only gonna let on the people, approved people. Let me know something. Give me one of my mints. Be in boxing news, okay? Come on. All right, I'm gonna put this out here. Put this link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. Have your camera on though, y'all. At least so I can see who you are before. You ain't gotta have your camera on the show, but in the background, have your camera on so I can see you before I approve you. All right. There we go. All right. Link is in the chat. I'm only letting on people I know, man. So if I don't know you, don't be offended, but I'm not letting you on because I don't know. It's a lot of weirdos out here and people just be getting on doing weird stuff. I don't want to be a part of no homosexuality or none of these weird fetishes people got. Please don't come over here with that type of vibe. Stormy said you at work. Oh, good, brother. I'm waiting to see some brothers come in here. Come on, Oz. What come on, Oz at? You can't come in. Come on, Oz. Where you at? What's happening, brother? How you doing?
Oh, yo, what up, 7A? How you doing, bro?
Oh, good, brother. Good. How you
Hey,
feeling,
man,
man?
first, I'm feeling good, bro. First of all, salute to you, man. I appreciate you having me on. Really like the work that you do. I ain't gonna be too long. I just wanted to make a real quick point, and then I'll hop off and let the other brothers cook, because I'm supposed to be at work, but you gave the opportunity, and I've been watching your channel, so shit, I wanted to hop on, because I really appreciate the work that you do for the community, man. Real quick on the steroid shit. But
Yes, sir.
the point I want to try to make to people is this: for a lot of people out here, content creators, boxing fans, people in the chat and shit, that don't understand why Canelo Alvarez is tied to this shit and why people are bringing his names up in videos and shit like this. We've dealt with it as black people for a long time. We've always been considered to be the people that we hang around. So if you're in the hood or some shit, you hang around drug dealers, but you ain't a drug dealer, all them folks around you gonna assume you slanging rock too, or you dealing drugs too. So that's why, bro. This dude is in Canelo's gym. He popped dirty. They had the same goddamn trainer. They hang around the same people. They run in the same circles. And Canelo has tested positive once before. So as a result, bro, your name gonna be tied to the shit. You're responsible for who you hang around. You're responsible for the company that you keep. So I just want people to understand that it ain't nobody hating on Canelo if his name comes up, or people say, "Yo, this dude been training with Canelo. Or they got the same trainer." It ain't hating on them. It's 2 + 2 = 4 type shit. Like
Right.
that's the only thing that's going on here, bro. So for him personally though, like you were saying, you're responsible for the shit that you put in your body, especially as a world class athlete. Like you're supposed to know what you eating. So the whole it was a diuretic or it was some herbal tea or whatever the fuck they trying to say, bro. Whatever it is they trying to say, that shit don't matter because when you on the level of Oscar Valdez, you know you in the WBC clean program or whatever the hell it is, and you know you're not supposed to be taking certain shit. That's on you, bro. Like I don't give a damn about you not knowing. You supposed to know. So
Right.
that's pretty much all I got on, bro. I'll let the other brothers cook, but again, I appreciate you letting me hopping on real quick, bro, and
Hey,
I'll hop
no
back in the
doubt.
chat and
No doubt,
go
brother.
from there,
Salute to
man.
you. Salute to you, brother.
Salute to you too, bro.
Thank you for your words, brother. Peace. All right, brother. Be in boxing news. What's happening with it, man?
What's going on, 78?
Oh, chilling.
Want to give a little clarification on fentanyl. Fentanyl, I'm a pharmacist by trade. That's where I work at.
Right.
Yeah, I work at Walgreens and I work at the hospital, man. So as far as fentanyl, that's a generic name for a drug called Adipex, P. Adipex is a stimulant. And basically, like some of the high volume that you see, people with a lot of high volume, that's exactly what fentanyl would do. Like basically, if I took a fentanyl right now, I'll clean up my whole house and then ask you to clean your house up.
Wow.
Like that shit wire you up. Yes, sir. That second wind that you're talking about, Adipex, fentanyl, yes. And and a lot of them too, you was asking about the diuretic, a lot of them like use what's called HCTZ. That's a thiazide diuretic. It's not quite as strong as the loop diuretic, which is something like a Lasix or furosemide. They use either one of those two diuretics to help kind of clean it up a little bit. And that's the one that Luis Ortiz got caught with, HCTZ, thiazide diuretic. Also used for blood pressure and heart. So just trying to, a little clarification here. So,
Right.
as far as Oscar Valdez, that stimulant, when you see him working out and all that stuff, he's putting a lot of output out. At the same time, he's trying to lose that weight. It helps you to lose that weight by keeping you active. It's like a speed.
Right.
And just that,
Okay.
All right, bro. Thank you a lot, man. Let
Hey,
me come on, man. I
I
appreciate
appreciate.
you.
And I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the education on that, on what the effects of the drug, man. Appreciate you, brother.
You got it, my brother. Y'all take care.
Peace, brother. Make
Peace.
sure y'all go subscribe to my brother D Boxing News.
Thank you, man.
Peace, brother.
No doubt, man. Yeah, salute 78. Salute to the entire LDBC, man.
What's happening with it, Drew?
Chilling, baby. Chilling, man. We was just speaking on this, and I think we need to continue to speak on this because the conversation must be had, because we all know if this was Errol Spence or Deontay Wilder or either one of the Charlos, this would be front page news. You know what I mean? So
Right.
If we could put the racial aspect aside, let's just deal with how it affects the sport. It's another black eye. Another black eye. I wanted people to understand, I said it earlier on my live, man. Burchell lost, but it's not like he lost in the cards. That was like knockout of the year. Now imagine if you're in Burchell's shoes and you wake up out of bed and you're getting these phone calls and you text, you get online and you find out that Valdez popped dirty. You ready to grab your 44 and pop him for real.
Right.
I mean, this is ridiculous. If you can't hack it and you feel you need an edge, I think you need to, get a job at Walmart or whatever it is you got to trade in and do something to get your ass out the ring, because this doesn't make any sense. You can kill somebody in this ring. This isn't baseball where you can hit a ball a little harder. This isn't football where you can run a little faster. This ain't swimming. This is a fight game. And when you feel you need an edge, I think it's time for you to get the hell out the sport. This is ridiculous. All right. I was telling everyone earlier, outside of a prescription, according to Victor Conti, all right, the guy that was in charge of the Balco situation, who did prison time and everything else. I believe he did prison time, but he said in the article, I can't quote it because I don't have it in front of me right now, but he said unless Valdez has a prescription for what was found in his system, it's over for him. Don't give me this green tea stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And everything going on on Eddie Reynoso's side of the pond, in his gym, everything is suspect. I like Andy Ruiz, but now I'm questioning how he lost all that weight and he looked like the mini Hulk for a second. Now I'm questioning everything. So you got Canelo running around there, eating beef, pushing back dates. He was supposed to fight on a Mexican Independence Day, which is supposed to be held to his heart dearly. The Mexican Independence Day. Then he came up with these weird ass demands, which led us to believe. Remember, we believed, he was like, "Yo, man, this guy don't want to fight Plant." All of these weird demands. He dropped the date. He flirted with Bivol. All right, that didn't work out. And now he says, "No, I'm just playing. Now we're gonna fight Plant." And magically, the fight date is like 2 months from the previous date almost. That's just enough time to flush something out of your system, man.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are playing with us. And you got Ryan Garcia told me he has mental problems, but he was flexing all on his Instagram. Come on, man. It's time that we hold all of these athletes accountable. I didn't say Mexicans. I didn't say Filipinos. I said everybody. Because the first thing I did this morning was review Balco and Shane Mosley and how he said he didn't know. All right. Victor Conti is turned informant. All right. So unless Valdez come up with a prescription, unless somehow that B sample comes up clear, all right, somebody got hell to pay behind this. I know if I'm Burchell, I'm suing and I'm trying to get murder charges because this is ridiculous, man. Clean up this sport, man. This is what's wrong with boxing. It's crazy. Salute to you, General.
Hey, hold on one second, Drew. I'm gonna go to the brother JB. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
JB, salute.
Salute. What I was gonna say is, man, I played college football, man, and I'm an amateur right now. People do this shit in the amateurs. People do this shit in high school football. People do this shit when they don't even play sports at all. Just going to the gym every day. So what the hell make you think it's not possible for these guys, these professional athletes who's making all this money, to not do this shit? And I because Drew said he's not gonna say Mexicans, that made me just think about it, and I'm not gonna say that at all. But in my reality, that's all, not all, but most of the people that I've encountered in sports wise who were on such shit have been Mexicans. But I know for a fact that's not all that happens, because it's a lot of people who do this shit. But it seems like farther west you go, is because I played football in California, in Kansas,
Mhm.
in Minnesota. It seems like the farther west you go, they are less. They're not as big. They're not as fast. They're just not as physical specimen as people on the other side of the country. And I don't know why that is. It's like even with football, like for example, I'm from Florida. Florida is hard-nosed football. We got some of the best football in the country.
Right.
All right. These guys are big as hell, man, out here, man. They fast as hell. And it's like brute. They like the SEC is like the best football. Okay, so you go out west, they're not as big. They're keeping up with the speed, but it's more finesse football. So I don't know why that is, but it kind of fascinates me, and it kind of makes me to believe that it's one of the factors being to why it's so common for these guys to be using these PEDs, because I see this shit all the time, not just in boxing, like
Right.
everywhere. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, indeed, brother. I appreciate your insight on it. Let me read this super chat. Tim TV 212 in the super chat. Salute family says, I like this little talk about designer drugs. Can you please do more videos on this topic when you can? Salute. I definitely will. I got some stuff coming. Like I said, I know somebody who is an expert in in chemistry when it comes to that kind of shit. Trust me. I've been putting it off. I was supposed to interview him like 2 years ago. I've been putting it off. You know what I mean? He much more experienced in this and much more knowledgeable than Victor Conte. And no disrespect to Victor Conte, he know his shit. But this guy, he actually, he know what he's doing. Trust me, I ain't gonna put no cases on nobody. I'm just saying. Let me see here. Let me go to another super chat I had in here. Did I miss it? Here we go. Zeno Gray in the super chat. Salute family says Valdez, Neri, Canelo. What if your girl said? What if your girl looked this sus? Oh, what if your girl looked this suspect? Oh, okay. Salute, homie. All right. And to the brother in the back, Coach Chris. Please turn your camera on so I can see you before I allow you in the thing, brother. Okay, there you go, brother. You can turn your camera back off now. Let me see here. Salute, brother, Coach Chris. How you doing, family?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Salute, G. Yo, I'm excited, yo, on the show, man.
Salute to you, family.
Hey, man, just I'm a strength coach now, and I played high school, college, professional football, and I'm a natural strength enthusiast because, I naturally train. I naturally trained, and I naturally train now, and I don't believe you really need that stuff. And I'm glad we're talking about this, bro, because it's a problem, man, in all the sports. And, for me, I've been around it, having not used it, but played football. And I guess it's just the teams you play on. You know what I'm saying? Because, steroids is at the end of the day dope. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have a plug. And if you just happen to be on a team with somebody that got a plug, your team going to have people using it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a problem in boxing. And it's in amateurs, small pro boxing. And it's dangerous, man. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats out here taking, like you see Tyson Fury, and like I've seen it happen with guys like him, like they're bigger guys. They take Nandrolone, you might have also heard it, they call it Winnie, you know what I'm saying? Winstrel. It's another version of it. And you get lean, you get quick, you get faster, then you come off of it and then you blow up in size. You're all off, you're all depressed, you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know if we're ever going to catch it because of the money involved and the gambling. People are like, whatever, they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But NBA, you can just tell by looking at the muscle. You can just, at this point, I can just tell looking, man,
Yeah.
It's bad. It's in the NBA. Did you see these past Olympics, man? I mean, this is like the 80s.
It's there. It's definitely there, brother. the thing is, and maybe this is gonna sound fucked up or hypocritical to people, but in all honesty, in non-combat sports, I really don't care if somebody's on performance enhancement. I only care in combat sports. Not that it is less important or it's still cheating, but in combat sports, when you gotta hit a motherfucker in the face, man, it bothers me if somebody's on that shit. But you know, somebody dunking a basketball or somebody, Mr. Olympia, I don't give a fuck. I know Mr. Olympia takes steroids. I don't care.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I agree with you to an extent. I do. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? The perspective just comes from where you're sitting. You know what I'm saying? If you're competing and you're natural, you know what I mean? You don't care because for usually it doesn't matter. But it's just like at some points it gets kind of crazy. Like, you know, I played arena football. We ain't had no drug testing policies. Like I lined up against cats that like they was getting ready to pop. And like if they couldn't play, they wouldn't be near playing in arena football if they weren't taking juice. You know, when you're talking like high level sports, those guys aren't taking it like bodybuilders, and it's not to that extent. And I mean, obviously in a sport like boxing, MMA, where you can kill someone and not be on anything, you would really think it'd be kind of low to go in there jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not even in the same ballpark, you know, like, hey, you taking steroids so you can try to get a college scholarship versus I'm taking steroids so I can go in here and put the mittens to this cat. You know what I'm saying? It's completely, that's all the way effed up in boxing. And they got to get it out of the sport, man. But until people care or somebody kills somebody in the ring, I mean, I don't really know in boxing if the steroids is going to necessarily give you power. You know, obviously you see everyone's taking stuff for energy, for stamina, because people think of steroids. They just think big muscles, strong muscles. Right. But there's literally steroids for every single thing. You could take a steroid just to heal from injury. You could take things to run faster, be quicker. You could take things for like marathon running and long endurance. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different types of chemicals and drugs out there. But, you know, to take something so that you could, you know, most of these guys are using the same thing in boxing, you know, strip weight, energy, you know, make weight, be in shape, get in shape, you know, cut corners, really, you know, not really train, not really have a training camp, things like that. You see these guys, you know, like Dillian White getting caught. Like, does he look like he's taking steroids? Like, he really doesn't. So it's like, you know, what the hell is he taking? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's real low brass with it. You know what I mean? It's just, but it looks like these cats in Canelo's gym, man. It's looking like they just got somebody in there getting it and somebody in there know about it. And
somebody who needs to be fired because
somebody need to be fired. I mean, like
he definitely ain't smart as he think he is because they're getting popped. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. And you know, it's just they in there taking it. I mean, it's in like, you know what I mean? I've played against and with cats. I mean, like it worked, bro. Like it's a big difference. You know what I mean? Like imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be up to like 15% better at like everything, 15% stronger, 15% quicker, 15% more aggressive. And I mean, in the professional ranks where everybody's good, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like 12%, you're talking about going from like 90 to like 98. You know what I'm saying? Like 88 to like 95. You know what I'm saying? So it's a problem. But we'll see what they do. Probably nothing. It's boxing. You know, it is what it is. Yes, and, you know, it's sad, but, you know, I mean, these people's lives at risk here. But maybe if somebody, you know, I mean, it's going to take somebody getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take something obvious. You know, typically when a black person does it, that's when the change happens. So, you know, we're not allowed to do that kind of stuff, I guess. So, right. You know, that's a whole nother conversation. But
yes, indeed, brother.
Thing, man. But yo, I appreciate you for having me on. I'm gonna let you go and get somebody else on, bro. Appreciate you, man. You are the man, 7A. Appreciate you, dog. And I'm going to just listen in, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All right. Much love. Okay, and I saw Ricky Williams was in here in the back. If that was you, Ricky, turn your camera on so I can see you, and then you can turn it back off. I just want to make sure there ain't no weirdos coming in here doing all kind of weird stuff, man. You know what I mean? So, Let me go to Voice of Reason up in here. Voice of Reason, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Sal, man? The D-Lo 404 boxing.
What's happening with it, brother? How you doing, man?
It's all good, man. Hey, I just wanted to come in right quick and chime in on this and move on. I think a lot of people,
I see you,
looking
Ricky.
at
You can turn your camera off, Ricky. I see you.
they looking at, a guy using a PED and they start talking about, well, it was only this much of a dosage or it was only that much of a dosage and this, that, and the other. Even when you look at the Canelo situation, people are talking about, well, for the small amount he had, it wouldn't have did this for him, it wouldn't have done that for him. But I think a lot of people lose sight of the fact that these guys, in no matter what sport they're in, they use PEDs. A lot of times, it's not for the actual event that they're participating in, whether that be an NFL game, whether that be a boxing match, tennis, whatever. It's to get through the training. They can push themselves harder and longer in training that allows them to get the competitive edge that shows up on the night or the day. I think a lot of people lose sight of that and they make excuses when they start trying to quantify, the amount that was shown in the test results and compare that to, how they perform and things like that. And I think a lot of people just don't understand it and they start, speaking out on it and making excuses when they probably should just sit back and try to just learn more about it instead of being so quick to run to the defense of these fighters.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. Salute to my brother D-Lo. Let's go to Ricky Williams, man.
Hey, 7-8, peace, General. Peace, guy. How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, everything is everything, guys. Shout out to everybody on the panel in the chat, bro. Thanks so much. Like what I wanted to say on it, bro, like at this point, we got to look at it for what it is, bro. Like there are no coincidences in life, bro. Like the common denominator in all these factors in Canelo camp is Reynoso, bro. That's the only thing they got in common, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that they go from like looking mediocre, then in one fight they looking like they never looked before, bro? They look great. They like the Valdez kid. We all know. I mean, I picked old boy to win, not Valdez, the dude he was fighting against to win, because I had seen Valdez gas at the end of fights before, right? I figured he was gonna come on late and then stop him, bro. But this dude didn't get tired for no more than 30 minutes in the whole damn fight, bro. Right? We got to call a spade, man. And the thing is this: we got to understand that these sanctioning bodies are in cahoots with these people, man. The WBC is in cahoots with Canelo, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
They in cahoots, bro. At a minimum, people keep saying complicit, bro. No, what I'm saying is this, bro. These people know what's going on in Canelo's camps, bro. These major money fighters that they working with, they know what's going on. They sit down and they be like, okay, you Pop, this is what we need to do to quell this. Hey, we gonna do this. We gonna back you. Blah blah blah. This is planned, bro. This is not coincidence or happenstance, bro. Canelo's a cheat, and it's the fans' fault when it really comes down to it, because these people are in business together. They want to work together. It's about that dough. Everybody know everybody got to eat, right? But the fans, y'all the ones who keep exalting these fighters and putting them on top-notch hot scotch when y'all know they dirty and y'all know they garbage. That's the real fucking problem, bro.
Yes, indeed.
And that's all I got to say on it, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button. It don't cost you nothing.
For sure, man. Salute to my brother Ricky Williams, man. Appreciate you jumping in, man.
All right, man. Peace to the guys and goddesses. Y'all have a blessed day.
Peace, brother. Super chat. We got Corey McGraw in the super chat. What it do, family? Much love, much appreciation. Says MFers love them Lynn-led sandwiches, anything to get a win. You know how they do. All right. A damn mess in the building. What's happening, brother? Can you hear me? Yo, brother, can you hear me? A damn mess? You might be on. You might have yourself on mute or something. All right. I think the brother, he might have been might have messed up or something. All right. My brother Drew Titan. Drew, you here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, man. So how can boxing fix this situation right now Do you think it needs to be stricter punishment? You know what I'm saying? Or something like that for these guys. What do you think needs to be happening to deter these guys from cheating, man?
Well,
Wait,
deterring.
one second, bro. I see you, Bert, and I see you, said. I'm gonna let y'all in a sec. Y'all can turn your camera off.
Well, I believe boxing has a decision to make. Either they are or they aren't. Either they are or they aren't. You know, what I feel is if you're gonna let these guys juice, say what's they need to say what's said. Go on mute real quick.
I put him on mute. Sid, go on mute. Sid. There you
Thank
go.
you. Either you are or you aren't. Say what's legal and say what's not. All right, if you're gonna ban everything, ban everything. And once someone violates that, I'm talking about take about a good 3 years out of their career. That'll learn them. They're gonna have to go sit down for 36 months. That'll learn them. No paycheck, no nothing. You can't be anywhere near a gym. You understand? Because like Coach Chris said, I mean, what if this was what if you found out after the Mikey Garcia fight that Errol popped dirty?
Right.
He'd still be suspended. At this point, free Big Baby. I've been preaching that for a good year now. Free Big Baby. With all this going on, why take away his means of making a living now? Because
Right.
we see what's going on. So how could boxing get better? In this case, they're waiting on this guy's B sample. I have zero faith in that. Right now, if you pop on the A,
I see you, Shane.
automatically you should get your ass thrown out. If you pop on a B, depending on how the fight ended, throw your ass in jail for 24 months. That should be part of the suspension. Go sit your ass down in jail. Because this, at this point, is attempted murder, man. I don't care if I ain't take a steroid that made me hit harder. Yo, if you have unlimited stamina, really think about what Ricky Williams just said. Shout out to him. Oscar Valdez would get gas late in the fight. He had an unlimited tank, man. He had the cheat code. You remember playing Super Mario Brothers and you hit that star?
Right.
That was Valdez.
Right.
And we didn't even think about it. We just said, yo, look, a win is a win is a win is a win. Okay, whatever. We didn't think it was done. We wasn't even thinking about it. And now this happens. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Fury beat Wilder. We wasn't thinking about it. We said, yo, our guy lost. He's going to do better next time. That's it. And then all this other stuff started happening. So this is stuff that's been flying around the industry for a good while now. But I want people to remember how many deaths we had in the ring in the last 2 years. Did we just lose? We lost Patrick in the ring, did we not?
Right.
I mean, come on, man. This is a dangerous sport. We need to hold, and this is not a color thing, man. Burchell ain't black, but I bet you when he got out of bed yesterday morning and read the headlines, he's like, yo, I'm ready to go beat this dude ass. I'm ready to go pistol with him. I'm ready to go grab my 44 and blow his brains out the back of his damn fitted cap.
Right.
This dude tried to kill me.
Right.
They need to get it correct, man. So what boxing needs to do is start throwing people in jail. That's the answer. Make people scared. Don't go sit them down. It's deeper than having them go sit down for 24 months. You ain't losing nothing. Mike Tyson went and sat down, and he came out of prison and still had a whole other career. He didn't lose nothing. He wasn't in there in jail fighting hard times and fighting every day. He ain't balloon up to 400 pounds. He came out, hit the gym, and had a fight. He was fine. But what they need to start doing is throwing these guys in jail. If you pop dirty, you go to jail. And it gets weird because a guy like Canelo, he's not American. So there's certain things in different countries that are legal. I'm telling you, this is messed up. Sanctioning bodies. Oh yeah, and I have no comfort in the WBC investigating shit at all. Because all Mauricio's gonna do is say, okay, you know, the amount that was found in Valdez, it was from the herbal tea, so we're gonna up it from 0.2 to 0.7 now. That's all they're gonna do. Start throwing these niggas in jail, man. That's how you fix it.
No doubt about it. Salute to my brother, I am Trill Will in the super chat. Much love, much appreciation, homie. He said salute to my brothers in the panel. Salute, family. All right. And then we got let me see what we got up in here. Let me go to before I go, let me go to a damn mess, because you was in here earlier, but then you got messed up a little bit here. Let me see. Where you at, brother?
Man, what's going on, chat?
How y'all doing? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm cool, man. Man, I just want to say, man, I've been thinking about this like for a while. I'm saying like, all right, Big Baby Miller, he got caught, right? He was about to fight. He was about to fight Anthony Joshua, about to get him a title fight. Since he got caught, he did, you know what I'm saying, got suspended. He ain't been nowhere near a title shot
Right.
since then. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, he get caught. He ain't took a step back. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White, soon as he get caught, they still talking about he getting the fight Wilder after Wilder, and they got cheated by Fury. It's like they don't see nothing when these other, you know what I'm saying? When the, like I'm gonna say when the other race, the Mexicans, the Europeans, when they literally get caught, they had it, and Billy Joe just got caught and came right out and got a Canelo fight.
Facts.
Like how you gonna do that? You got Andre, all these other black champions that you ain't hearing nothing about. You not giving them chance, but when it's time for you to fight one of these black fighters or these good fighters, they drug up and try to hurt and basically be killing them because they can't beat them for real, and ain't nobody saying shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But the very moment one of us literally do that and knock one of their ass out, man, we gonna get suspended. We definitely going to jail for about 5-10 years for attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna have everything to say about it. And it's just like everybody just brushing under the rug, like, oh well, Canelo, you cheated and you ain't took a step back. You doing all this avoiding every black fighter you can avoid, but everybody keep telling about how great you is. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you lost the law. You know what I'm saying? You dropped Trout, he came back and beat your ass the rest of that whole round for real. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't want no rematches with them. That's why you hurry up and rest in Fort Floyd, because you already knew a rematch was gonna take your stock down. And they praising. You gotta look at these last names. They praising these names so much that as soon as you hit a name, they get 11 fights and they fighting for a world belt. Then you got somebody like Bruce Ennis, he gonna be probably 40-0 before he get a shot at anybody belt.
Yeah, and they still gonna be questioning, is he good as they say he is, even when he win the title?
Exactly. Or they use his resume, but they won't. Ain't nobody trying to fight him. None of they good fighters. You got Ortiz. He already #1, and he ain't even trying to fight for the belt. He don't even want to fight for the belt for real. They just put him up there because of his name. He knocking out a record nobodies and 140 pounders, and they just put him up there. Boots got way more wins and knockouts than this guy, and how is he even ranked higher? It's because his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not giving Devin Haney no shot at even becoming to fight anybody. Everybody just avoiding them.
All facts, brother. All facts.
Like the way it's just going, and ain't nobody saying it. All they really just saying is, okay, black fighters, we gonna keep all our whatever it is, Mexican, Europeans, we gonna keep them not fighting each other. We gonna go ahead them fighting everybody they could beat, but we want y'all best fighters to beat y'all ass so we can have an excuse not to fight who we really don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? They avoiding everybody till everybody want to see Charlo and Andre. Yeah, we want to see that fight, but Charlo and Andre supposed to been for Canelo. I want to see them fight Canelo because he did nothing but duck them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody make it cool for all right, Caleb playing. All right, that's a good fight for him, but he doing everything. He doing everything to avoid the fight he's supposed to be fighting, but everybody praising for all these bullshit fights that he fighting.
Brother,
You know
your
what I'm
mic
saying? And
crazy.
they ain't done nothing wrong. Tyson Fury got them baggy ass gloves all doped up. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They keep trying to say Wilder making excuses.
Right.
Like how could you not? You could see that the shit ain't right, but you gonna say it's like it doesn't matter. Long as as black as we losing and it's happening to us, it's cool. We making excuses. But the very moment if one of us do that, man, the whole fight game is gonna be different. And to me, it's completely about race. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. It's completely about race.
Brother,
I guarantee you, if Spencer somebody go to court a dirty or something, man, they getting stripped of everything. They gonna probably take some of their wins away.
Hey, brother, what's your YouTube page, brother? Your YouTube screen name?
A damn mess.
That's your actual name on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, I want you to come back on here, man, because you dropping all kind of heat bombs on this motherfucker. You dropping nuclear weapons out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I definitely want you to come back in, man, and spit some more of that shit. I appreciate you, man. You got any last words for the people?
Man, just salute to y'all, man. Just glad you gave me a shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Say something, man. And, hopefully, man, that the fight game get better. You know what I'm saying? That,
Yes, sir.
man, I'm definitely from DC, man, and I'm here with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Much
definitely
love,
shout
brother.
out to you, man.
Much love, homie. Salute to you, brother.
All right.
Peace, peace. All right, let me see here. Let me go to Bert. What's up, Bert? Bert from marketing in the building.
All right, what's going on, General? What's up? Drew Titan, Almighty, salute to the mighty LDVC. Okay, General, so here's where my life experiences culminate into me being able to participate in the panel's
Hey,
discussion.
1 second, Bert.
Can
Brother Jamal, I see you. You can turn your camera off. I see you. I'm gonna let you in 1 second. Go ahead, Bert.
you hear me clearly first off, General?
Yeah, I hear you good. I hear you good.
Okay, so I went to Steroid University for 4 years. You know what I mean? For all those who don't know, I'm up in Pennsylvania. That's Penn State University, but it's nicknamed Steroid U for a lot of people who don't know. The culture of steroids is very real. It goes from weekend warriors, like the brother who was just on here saying, to people who are sitting across from you at the library with the nerdy glasses on. That dude is a super athlete based on the culture that exists there. People who are just everyday folk. In my family, I know for a fact brothers use testosterone, steroids. Gee, man, these I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus, but it's a thing, it's a culture, and they ain't got nothing on the line. I know a lot of NFL players. I grew up with a couple. I know when they went to Penn State and started as prospects, they couldn't play no football for nothing, General. And over the 4 years, they were transformed into first and second round draft picks. You feel me? Just because there is a huge bag and the competition is really real. When you're looking at the sport of boxing and how, okay, there was a writer for ESPN right before the Floyd versus Logan Paul debacle. He wrote a very telling article about what boxing is really about. He said boxing is about the biggest bag and the unseating of black dominance in sport. It's right there. So, when you think about what the influences of, say, a Canelo Alvarez or Reynoso, or what's going on that side of things, and we've seen it revealed, like the general often says, for those who don't know, we are at war, and that is what it is. But we see the influences that are cultivating the stories that are coming out. Think about what they're trying to do. They're trying to be the next Floyd Mayweather, the next Ali, the next this. And if you look at the archetype skin tones of all those people, they are black. It goes back to what Luke was saying. It is the unseating of black dominance, not only the visual, but the fiscal amounts, the physical amounts, the adoration, and the influence moving forward. What did Canelo say? Or what did this piece say? People go ask Floyd what he says all the time. Like Floyd said, people come to interview me. I don't come to interview y'all. Y'all come to interview me. So when you think about all those influences and how they tie into performance, and performance being the seller, you have to do this in order to get there. Like that great ESPN documentary they had out, 9.79. If you do not take it, you will not make it. 1984, when they retested all those drug samples, not one passed, General, not one. We talking HGH, all types of testosterones. Like you were mentioning, there are scientists who would take one molecule right here, move it there, you're good, until that test can catch up with what it is, So the culture is very real. I remember going down Atherton Street and going in, hanging out with one of the he's an assistant coach at Penn State right now. I remember going in his house. He used to throw the swim parties for the swim team. Like, we live next to the swim team and he had like this pool he used to bring out on Saturday night and whatnot. And he used to throw these little pool parties in like this 4-foot pool. So we end up in there. We go in there. He asked me to go in his cabinet and grab some red Solos. It was crazy. General, when I opened up the cabinet, it was the biggest steroid pharmacy I ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, whoa. And you know, okay, this is me. I'm from Baltimore. I'm in the hills of Pennsylvania getting an education. I never seen nothing like this. I'm like, oh, okay, I see how they're competing here and whatnot. And it became, this is what it is. This is the culture. And it really has to do a lot with the influences, the archetypes that are there that dictate what you're reaching for and what you're reaching after. So I just wanted to chime in with that. I have a lot of life experiences. Oh man, I look forward to meeting you sometime, General. We got a
Yes,
lot
sir.
of things we can swap.
Most definitely, man. We're gonna link up one of these events we do. We're gonna try to put something together, and we definitely gonna have a little meet and greet.
Yes, sir. Thank you, General. I'm gone.
All right, peace, brother. Brother Jamal, how you doing, brother? You on mute. There you go.
Big homie. Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big homie 78. What's going on, doggy?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, brother. How you feel?
Same old thing, man. It's chilling. Now, I just wanted to say, man, I really don't agree with Drew Tight. I mean, he was saying about going to jail. Like hell, nah, I don't think that shit. To be honest, I don't know shit about that steroid shit. I really don't know nothing about it before going to jail.
Oh, you said jail. Okay, going to jail. You said okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, like I said, I don't really know nothing. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't really know no shit about that steroid shit. All I know bodybuilding shit. But far as going to jail, what he was saying, man, I don't think that shit worth going to damn jail. I've been there, man. That shit ain't like the nigga don't kill the nigga or some shit because he don't took some pills to lose weight or something.
Are you there, brother Jamal? Your connection breaking up a little bit, brother. Your connection breaking up a little bit. Are you driving, brother?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay, yeah, it's breaking up a little bit.
I'm gonna jump back in.
Okay.
No, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm in these backwood. Nah, I was just saying. I feel like a nigga should have to go to jail if he popped dirty for some shit. He trying to take something to lose weight. I get that now. If I gotta take something to try to lose weight, I feel like I should be able to do that right now.
No, brother. No, brother.
But you just
I'm gonna let you respond, Drew. I'm gonna let you respond in a second. Go ahead, Jamal.
You losing weight. You losing weight, dog. That's all I'm taking pill for. I'm 100. Let's say for instance, I'm 160 pounds or 65 walking around. I'm trying to get down to 147. So what's wrong with me trying to take something to help me drop down the weight? That's all I'm taking it for, to drop weight. That's it.
Okay, brother. Okay. I feel what you said, brother. I'm gonna let Drew respond to you, and then but first, let me read this super chat. Salute to my brother Omar in that super chat, heavy with 100. You know what I'm saying? Much love and much appreciation, brother Omar. Always coming through showing love. He says, salute, General. Great discussion this morning. Thank you, family. I appreciate that, brother. And let me go to brother Drew. Why don't you go ahead and respond to him, Drew, about he's saying he feel like if you're just and Jamal, I'm gonna mute you while Drew's responding, and then I'm gonna let you come back in. But Drew, he's saying he don't think a guy should be suspended or go to jail because he's just taking something to lose weight.
Well, good afternoon, brother Jamal. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. I understand, but let me help you along. First thing, you said that you didn't really understand the steroid thing. That's key. So let me explain it to you as to why I feel these guys should go to jail. The way it's worded is that it's only a diuretic and it was used for him to make weight. But I read earlier on my live word for word what Victor Conti said. All right. First of all, a diuretic is used as a masking agent, and it's used to flush other things out of your system. So we don't know what else he was on. That's like the mayonnaise on the sandwich to make the sandwich taste a little better. You understand? But he took the diuretic to flush. It's possible that he flushed other things that was in his system out. So that's what they're saying. They're accusing him of foul play. And that's number one. Number two, it's a banned substance. Actually, that's number one. Number one is it's a banned substance. And you need to be professional enough that you can make weight. If you can't make the weight, you don't need to be in a division. You shouldn't need the help of a diuretic to make the weight. So number one, it's a bad substance. Number two, he's not disciplined enough to make the weight on his own. Now, as far as him going to jail, absolutely, because Victor Conte himself said that what he was on, it's not found in the herbal tea. So these guys are lying about how it got into his system in the first place. All right, so that's number three. All right, number four, Victor Conte, I'm not sure, Jamal, if you're familiar with Balco a few years ago, a lot of athletes was caught up in Balco, and Victor Conte was in charge of the whole thing, and he was the one that said, well, he's the one basically that said he had a superior vitamin supplement. Turns out all the athletes that were working with Balco were on steroids, Sugar Shane Mosley included. What got him off was that they determined that he legitimately didn't know what he's ingesting. And that's what a lot of us are guilty of. We go to GNC or go to our friends that are marketing these vitamin supplements from private marketing, and we don't know what we're ingesting. So we have to be careful. So what he was on gave him energy. It increased his red blood cells. That's what they're saying. So it gave him more energy. Valdez didn't have a tank like that. He didn't have a fuel tank like that. And it gave him energy. It didn't give him a harder punch, but it gave him more stamina. So in the later rounds, when he caught Burchelt and knocked him silly, it wasn't because the steroids made him stronger. It just gave him more energy. So imagine you fighting a guy and it's round 10 and you sweating and you're tired and you're down to like maybe 60% of energy, and he's still running around the ring like it's round 1, like it's the ring walk. And then now he knocks you out or you lose the fight, and then you find out that he had a superior gas tank because he ingested something that was on the banned substance list. You're lucky if you get to the card. You could have ended up like Burchelt. Now, what I'm saying to you is, brother, what if Burchelt, that was a bad knockout. What if Burchelt died? Patrick Day died in the ring. Now, there was no foul play. But what if?
Okay, yeah, I get that right there. Now, that's different right now. I feel like now I feel like if you can go to jail. If you kill a nigga in the ring, yeah, you can go to jail. But for knocking somebody out, having more energy than somebody, you mean to tell me you trying to send me down the road? Yeah. I'm down the road talking to dudes. Yeah. They say, what you down the road for? Oh, Judge, you tight. He sent me the damn jet to prison because I damn took some damn pills to lose weight, some PED. No, hell no.
Nah, brother.
Why should I go to jail for this shit?
It was an advantage, and it was on the banned substance list. Brother, if you ride in the car, if your friends pull up on the block, and I know you can identify with this, your friends pull up on the block, there's 4 of your friends, you just hop in the car innocently, they pull up in front of a bodega, they run in and come out with the cash register, you hear gunshots, get in the car and peel off. That car get pulled over, you're going down.
Right.
In concert.
That's you moving the goalpost. That's a different
No. Let me. I want to say. Oh, go ahead, Drew. Go ahead, Drew. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, I'm making an example. All right, you go down the road once you understand what a banned substance list is. If you stand in front of that judge and you say, "Yo, look, judge, I had nothing to do with what my friends did," the judge gonna be like, "So, you had an obligation. What was my obligation? After you got out that car, you supposed to go tell the authorities. You supposed to go say something."
Okay,
right? So these boxers, they understand what's on the banned substance list and they ignored it. Whatever was going on, he ingested it and he took a diuretic to flush it out. So he knew what he was doing. Eddie Reynoso got his people in that same camp. They knew what they was doing. Canelo, he moved an entire fight date from Mexican Independence Day, moved it 2 months down the road. I firmly believe he's cycling off of a drug. These guys are cheaters. So when you knowingly do that in a fight sport, okay, you should either be kicked out, you should go sit down for 36 months, or if you get caught after the fight, you should be charged with attempted murder. That's just my opinion, because you could kill somebody in there. That's my opinion.
That's
Hey,
just like
let
you
me
telling me. Oh, go ahead, Sid, man. Go ahead.
hold it real quick. Hard Body in the super chat. Much love and much appreciation. Family says there's a difference between proper diet and losing weight and taking something illegal to lose weight. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate the love.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead,
But it's not.
brother.
That's just like
Jamal.
you telling me. That's just like you telling me. If I'm riding the car, I get pulled over. I got paraphernalia in my car, so I gotta go to prison because I got paraphernalia. Ain't nothing in there. It's just a fucking bag.
What?
So that's just your example. What you had said. If this is the same example, you sending me to prison because I got paraphernalia in my car. So I'm supposed to go to prison because I got paraphernalia in my car.
Okay, what are you doing paraphernalia in your car? Is it your car? Is it registered to you?
Yeah, it's my car. It registered me, right?
All right, so you supposed to know what's in your car,
right?
Yes
but
or no?
Right, but it could be under the seat. I don't drop the bag.
But
weed
you
bag, the
supposed
weed
to
out
know
of the
what's
bag.
in your car.
Well, see, that's a good point. I mean, let me interject on this one, brother Jamal. See, I understand what you're saying, but the point that you're missing is it's a banned substance. It's illegal for them to have it in their system, okay? Because it gives them an unfair advantage. Let's say I weigh 140 pounds. Hypothetically, I ain't never weighed 140 pounds. Even when I was born, I ain't weigh no 140. So let's say I weigh 140 pounds, and I'm fighting at 135. I gotta lose weight. I gotta properly diet. I gotta do whatever I gotta do to lose this 5 pounds or whatever to come in at 140. I'm finna fight a guy who's a champion at 140, but he walk around at 170 pounds. I walk around at 145 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he finna cut. I gotta cut down 10 pounds. This guy got cut down whatever the fuck. He walk around 175. So now, this guy, you find out you finna cut weight. You gotta lose 10 pounds for this fight. You find out this other guy got cut 30, 40 pounds for this fight, and you find out he using a diuretic to help him lose weight. All right, to help him. So all that strain you going through, Jamal, fighting in the middle of the night not to eat them Oreo cookies, right? You get all this self-discipline you got. This guy get to cheat and take something to help him not want to eat, to help him lose the weight. That's cheating. That's giving him an unfair advantage of you, because now you're going to say, well, shit, I could have been doing that and still eating my Oreo cookie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and the bottom line is, right, and the bottom line is, it's illegal. They banned it, right? They banned it. So if the drug agency banned it, if your job, wherever you work, if they say, look, marijuana is banned, if you get caught with weed in your system, you fired. We can all have our personal opinions about weed. Oh man, you know, weed it's just something to unwind, you know, man, woo woo, ain't no big deal. If they catch you with that shit in your system, they gonna fight. That's the rules, right? Some people, look, I got a cousin right now, right? He ain't nothing but he 20 years old. He fell in love with a girl that's a teenager. He fell in love. They ain't that far. They not that far apart in age. However, he fell in love with her. He dealing with her. Boom, boom, boom. Bam. Her mama didn't like it. He locked up. He finna do 20 fucking years. 20 years. 10 on paper, 10 out. Right? 10 on paper, 10 in. He finna do. For being in love. Now, some people might say, man, look, man, he 20 years old. The girl was what number? She 15. You know what I mean? They was both in love. You know, they ain't that far apart. It's only 5 years. Other people might say, fuck that. It's the law. The law says you ain't supposed to fuck with no 15-year-old nigga. Period. So what's your response to that, brother Jamal?
I get what y'all saying. All I was focused on about the part he was talking about, going after you should sit down, go to jail for 36 months and all that shit. Like, come on now, that's a harsh ass punishment. So I get it's illegal, but suspend me though. Okay, well, suspend me. Don't send me no damn jail. Don't give me that kind of punishment. That's all I'm saying.
Did you
Like,
hear what I said in reference to jail though? If you
what you
get
say?
popped, maybe I wasn't clear, so I'll say it again. If you pop after like Valdez and Burchell, that fight happened already, and now he popped. So if it's in my opinion, if it's proven guilty that he knowingly took something that he wasn't supposed to take, he need to go sit down in jail, and that would deter people from doing this further. That's my point, brother. That's what I'm saying. All right. Now, if you pop leading up to it, and I know you might be against it, but this is just my opinion because I'm tired of this. Because people die in this ring, man. We're barbaric. We love boxing. We like the knockout. That was knockout of the year, Burchell versus Valdez. I enjoyed that fight, and I thought that he earned it. I thought. Unfortunately, now we're finding out that he popped. Now, let me ask you a question. If you're Burchell and you get out of bed and look at and your phone's going off, and you look at the news and you say Valdez popped, and that's all you see, what are you thinking right now? He done knocked you on your ass. You're a highlight reel. You're a meme. And now you get out of bed and turn on the computer, look at boxing scene, and say Valdez popped. And you see Victor Conte of all people saying, nah, this guy's lying. What do you do? How do you feel and what do you do?
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad about it. We're gonna have to run it back. We're gonna have to do 365 drug test. But like you said earlier, it ain't enough for me to damn say, I'm gonna go get my 45 and kill him. Like you said, hell no, it ain't that serious, dog. Okay, you was on some shit. You beat my ass. You know what? We're gonna get this shit ran back. We're gonna do drug tests all the way through to the fight. That's the only thing you can do. It ain't that serious to go feel like you wanna go kill a
It ain't that
motherfucker or
serious. Now
some
let me
shit.
up it.
No,
Now
to
what
go
if
kill a
Burchell died in
motherfucker,
that
dog.
ring?
No.
What if Burchell died in the ring? Then what? Then
Dog,
what?
you say if
Then
he
what?
died in the ring,
What if he died in the ring?
shit, that's a whole nother ball game.
Okay, so if he died in
That's
the
a whole
ring,
nother ball game.
if he died in the ring and it came out that he was cheating, would you agree with jail time then?
Yeah, hell yeah. I said that. I
Okay, so
definitely agree with that.
do you
I
agree? Do
definitely
you
agree with that.
understand what attempted murder is?
Yeah, I understand that ain't no attempt to murder though.
It's not. If he knowingly took a narcotic, something on a banned, not even a narcotic. Let's say he knowingly took something on a banned substance list. He knocked Burchell out badly. Would you think that's attempted murder if he cheated? Okay, let me up it. Let me up it. Louis
Hey,
Resto and Collins.
hey, Drew, hold your thought 1 second. I'm gonna
Go
read
ahead.
I missed a couple super chats. Salute to my brother KQKC Boxing in that super chat. Salute, brother KQ. Hey, and for everybody, it's no trill boxing talk today. That's why I'm on late today. It's no trill today. Black has some business to take care of. Brother KQKC says I agree with everything, but not the jail time for taking illegal substance. He says no judge will take that up. Salute to my brother KQ. It was somebody else here. Let me go back up. Doggy Pup, salute to you in the super chat, man. I appreciate the love. And salute to anybody. If I missed you, I'm sure I put your name on the screen, your super chat on the screen. So salute to you, and I thank y'all for the support. Go ahead, brother Drew.
Billy Collins versus Louis Resto. I don't care what anyone says, that was attempted murder. That's why Louis Resto doesn't have a career anymore, and that's why I believe he got locked up. And Panama Lewis got locked up and thrown out the sport for altering the gloves. He also was the root of the problem with Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello with the black bottle. Don't give me that bottle. Give me the other water, the one that I mixed. You don't mix water with water. What was in that bottle? I mean, now granted, he got in the ring with Arguello and whooped his ass, but that still doesn't alter the fact that there was something strange going on in the first fight. Let's talk about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. The floppy gloves, missing padding, And instead of dealing with the issue, what are we dealing with right now? People saying, "Oh, well, get it right next time. It's not their fault that they didn't catch it." Wait a minute. Poison water, altered gloves. The man has a fractured skull. That's not attempted murder.
Well, yeah, that is.
So something has to be done. There's rules for a reason. And when these fighters violate these rules knowingly, something has to give. Now, I'm saying if they catch it before the fight, they need to go sit down at home for 36 months. But if it's after the fight, months after the fight, and then you find all of this stuff out, you knowingly violate it, and your ass need to go to prison.
So 7-8,
murder. That's just my opinion.
So 7-8, you agree with this going to jail shit on going to jail to pop 30?
Well, this is how I feel. I feel that if you pop, I don't agree that if somebody popped dirty the first time they should go to prison. I don't, because I've been incarcerated and I've dealt with some of the most humiliating, disgusting shit that has ever happened. You know what I mean? Degrading shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's nothing like another man telling you to strip naked. You know what I'm saying? That's the. I mean, you're a slave at that point. Now, if somebody tests positive for a banned substance, I think they should be taxed financially, and they should be hit with a suspension. Right? Not allow them to make no money. If they come back and test positive again, then I agree with Drew. Your second time, you need to be you know, that's attempted murder, because you know what time it is. You already know the rules. You've been educated. It costs you money. It costs you money. It didn't cost you your livelihood. Now, if you come back and you do it again, I mean, all right. Put it this way, brother Jamal. Do you know anything about dogs, like game dogs, American Pit Bull Terrier?
No, not really. No.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I see my brother Live Life Real in the building. Salute, brother. He know about them dogs, right? My brother Live Life Real right here. Now, some people, it's a debate going on within the dog community that's been going on since back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Way before my time. Some people, listen, game dogs are supposed to be game. You're supposed to know what you got on your yard, and you're supposed to be able to condition your dog naturally, right? And then your dog goes out there. This is all from me speaking on the past, nothing present. But historically, they would go out there, and your dog is supposed to match up against this other fucking dog, and the best dog wins. The best blood wins. The best breeding wins. The best dog, okay? But however, when people discover performance enhancements, people start using performance enhancements with their dogs. And I personally, I'm against it. I know people who do use performance enhancements with their dogs. I personally am against it. I don't knock them, but me personally, I want to know what I got on my yard. I want to know what this dog can do naturally versus what he can do when I juice him up. You see? Because I know a lot about juice. If I wanted to, I could, listen, I guarantee you give me a dog. I got dogs over here. If I was on that shit, I can concoct the potion that'll be the coldest shit out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I have motherfucking grand champion, 12 double grand champion out this motherfucker. I can make some history with the shit I know about performance enhancement drugs, and I can experiment on an animal, not a real human being, right? I could, but if I did that and I ran up the numbers to 12 victories and all this shit, motherfuckers would say, "Oh man, you cheated. And my perspective is, I want to know what the dog has naturally. And the same thing with these fighters. I want to know.
Well, I think you still. Can you still cheat with? Can you cheat with a dog? Like, is it okay?
Oh hell yeah!
To get you? Okay.
People is cheating with dogs. People is cheating with dogs. In my opinion, they cheating. With racehorses, they cheating. If you got a stallion out there that can run his ass off, He done won the Kentucky Derby. He done won all the he won a Triple Crown. Right? Another motherfucker got a horse that's good, but not great. But if you inject him with some shit, now he's great. I don't think that's fair, brother. I don't think that's fair. Like I think it's fair in bodybuilding. If you have professional bodybuilding, I know that they use performance enhancement drugs. I don't care about that because it's a chemistry project in bodybuilding. I know Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe, whoever the fuck, Mr. USA, I know they on juice. Now, if you look at a guy like Ronnie Coleman, Drew, I know you know Ronnie Coleman, Drew.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, Ronnie Coleman, before he started placing high in the Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman was natural. Now, this is a guy with crazy, freaky genetics. Lifting weights, doing his thing, eating the right foods and shit. Big as a motherfucker, but not good enough to win on that stage, but still amazing. Amazing physique. The moment Flex Wheeler in the hotel room told him, man, you gotta take some of this, some of that. And Ronnie went back and his natural genetics got with the juice with everybody else, he blew everybody out the water. They couldn't fuck with him. They couldn't fuck with him.
Look at Flex Wheeler and Ronnie now.
Right.
Flex Wheeler is missing a leg.
Right.
And Ronnie could barely walk.
Can barely walk. Excellent point, Drew. Excellent point. Salute to Hampton USA Kennels. My brother in the super chat. What to do, family? Says salute, fellas. Blessings. Salute to you, Hampton USA. Hey, Hampton, hit me up on IG, bro. I want to chop it up with you, man. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to try to link with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, Drew, it ain't no beef with you, Drew. You know, I just had a different opinion. You know, no disrespect or nothing like that, man. I just want to say that to you.
Nah, no doubt, Jamal, man. It's a conversation, man. We all family. It's just okay that we have it. I'm glad people are seeing this. We don't always agree on anything, and there's a common ground. I can be a little extreme because I'm angry at the overall atmosphere. You know, Big Baby hasn't fought in God knows how long, and he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. You know, but these guys, they're all, if you read what they're saying, they're not even calling Valdez a drug cheat. And that's why I use the example. What if after Mikey got his ass beat by Errol, and then you find out that Errol popped, they be calling for Errol to get exiled out the sport with no career, nothing. So there is a racial aspect of this. It's them protecting themselves, and then they dump on us. As far as I know, the Errol's clean, the Charles are clean, Deontay's clean. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that got this cloud over their head, they're running around protecting. They're talking about T being the root of this fella popping dirty. And Victor Conti said, no, that's not right. That's not right. So I do agree with 78. Maybe on the second strike, after you fight and you pop off the second strike, you got to go sit down and do some jail time, because, just in my opinion, it's a dangerous sport as it is. And I think if you knowingly take something that gives you any kind of edge, speed, air, like give you better wind, if it makes you stronger in any way, shape, or form, and you knowingly take it and it's on the banned substance, then you need to go second time. Then you need to go have a seat in the prison cell because you tried to take a life.
So
yeah, go ahead, bro. Hey, 1 second, Jamal.
I heard. Oh, go ahead.
Well, 1 second, brother Jamal. Salute to Show Your Boxing IQ in the super chat. Much love and much appreciation. He says, "Ain't that serious? Work your whole life to be cheated." Yes, indeed. Then we got Skills from New Orleans in the super chat. Salute says, "If you constantly stutter during the debate, chances are your logic is flawed in trying to save face." All right, let me say this. Salute to you. Show your boxing. Show your skills from New Orleans. Let me say this real quick before the brother Jamal speak again. The reason why I think it shouldn't be a jail sentence the first time is because, and Drew, you know this, Drew, because you work out and stuff. You fuck with the. Listen, man. You remember I don't know if it was the 90s or the early 2000s. Do you remember when it was a product from Muscle Tech? It was remember that Nitro Tech shit?
Yeah, Nitro Pro.
Yeah, they had D-ball in that shit. They had Danable. They had D-ball in that shit, bro. So my thing is, a lot of these companies will have in order to get, they want to prove that they shit work and they shit is good. They guaranteeing shit like, oh, you can gain 10 pounds in your first month. They was spiking that shit with D-ball, and then they stopped it, right? But they want to prove it worked, so they started spiking it with D-ball. So people taking D-ball not even knowing it, drinking these motherfucking protein shakes. So my point is, I feel comfortable sending somebody to prison just on the fact that some of these supplement companies actually do illegal shit, because that shit is not FDA approved. The supplement industry is rogue. Them motherfuckers got you think you taking creatine and you might be taking something else with creatine. You think you taking just protein and I got some protein isolate and this shit worked great, man. But then they spiked it with something else to give it an extra boost. So because of that first thing I said, I wouldn't feel comfortable sending them to prison the first time. The second time I would though. But go ahead, brother Jamal.
Hey Drew, you say you want them to go to jail if they do it 2-3 times. So why you saying free Big Baby Mill then? If you know he don't cop 30, you said free him. Tell him to come back, but he don't got pop 30 2-3 times.
Because if we're gonna be rogue about it, why does Big Baby? I mean, let's just be all the way trill with it. I want rules enforced. That's just how I am. Without no rules, what's the point of having sport? If everyone's going to be running around doing what they're going to do, we can't be selective. Why is Big Baby, with his big black ass from Brooklyn, the face of cheating when Povetkin has had how many title fights and how many times he popped? You know what I'm saying? And Big Baby said the only reason why he did what he did was because he got word through the grapevine that a young Anthony Joshua has been approved to take what was it? What hormone shots, whatever he was taking? That's never proven. I don't know. But my thing is this: if we're gonna be lawless, free Big Baby. Why not? Now, once I start saying free Big Baby, everybody gonna have a heart attack. But wait a minute, Canelo popped also, and they moved the goalpost for him. Valdez just popped. Okay, and more to come. Trust me, this ain't over. This ain't over, but Big Baby has become the face. Big Baby hasn't had a fight since God knows how when. You know what I'm saying? But he's now the face of cheating. Povetkin gets all the opportunity in the world. He was just about to fight Deontay. Deontay was halfway to Russia. He popped. Turn the plane around. I'm not fighting this guy. For what? But Deontay got blamed for that. Y'all remember that? Deontay got blamed for Povetkin popping dirty. What planet am I on? None of this shit makes any sense. It's not fair. So if we're going to be operating like that, if Valdez gets away with this, free Big Baby. Why not?
Man, you got these clowns. You got these fucking clowns trying to blame Wilder for Povetkin. But how you blaming this man because another motherfucker popped dirty? And like it was his fault. Like, man, the hate for Wilder, that shit. You know what? To be other man by Wilder, man, I think Wilder got the most hate than Mayweather right now. I think so. Mayweather got a lot of hate, and LeBron got a lot of hate. Well, he top 3. LeBron, Mayweather, and Wilder. You know, but they got a lot of hate for that man, man. And the man, the shit. You know, it happened with Fury. I know he gonna beat his ass. He gonna beat his ass. But they hate the man so bad, the shit don't make no damn sense, man. That man can't do nothing. It always something. It always something with that man.
Yes, sir.
Let me point something out too. Years ago, James Toney had one of his best in-ring performances that I've ever seen against the quiet man John Ruiz. John Ruiz for me was very hard to watch. He had a difficult style. Kirk Johnson told me he just had a difficult style. Evander Holyfield couldn't get off on him. He had a very difficult style. Oh, we lost Jamal. Very difficult style. And I didn't like it. I didn't have anything personal against John Ruiz, but he was just hard. He was an eyesore. It was a 1-2 punch, grab, and he's rubbing your beard on your forehead. James Toney boxed his face in, and he won that fight. Well, we found out later that James popped. And if you look on BoxRec, see, if you look at the fight on YouTube, he clearly won the fight.
Right.
But on BoxRec, it's now ruled a no contest because he popped. And James' excuse was he had a shoulder injury, and the medication he was on was supposed to help him heal. But it was a banned substance, so it's ruled a no contest. I forget what happened. I think John Ruiz tried to sue him, and by way of the book, rightfully so. And I got so much love for James, but the man cheated. I don't believe for a second it was a shoulder injury.
Yeah. Listen, bro, I fuck with James Toney heavy. That's one of my favorite fighters. That's one of the greatest fighters of all time, James Toney. But when he started going up to heavyweight and shit, James Toney, he did cheat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He did take a little edge, get something to get him an edge. So did Roy Jones, and other fighters who were great fighters, taking nothing away from their careers as great fighters, but they did do a little something extra. Fernando Vargas, one of my favorite fighters of all time. I love Fernando Vargas, man. I loved his pride that he had in himself and his people, and how he's come down there to the ring as the Aztec warrior and shit. I loved all that shit. Fernando Vargas, he straight cheated against Oscar and still got his ass whooped, but he cheated. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he would cheat, you got to put a little asterisk by that. You know what I mean? A lot of these fighters did that, man. A lot of them.
He sure did, and he got cheated too against Felix Trinidad. That wasn't can't prove it.
Yeah. All facts.
People that know him, Tito was doing some things, some weird shit with his hand wraps, and the reason why we have reasonable cause to believe that was because he got caught by Brother Nas right before he fought B-Hop. So when that happened, I said, uh-oh. I thought immediately Ricardo Mayorga, Winky. I'm not Winky, right? What's his name? William Joppy.
Yeah.
William Joppy told me when he got up off the floor the first time, he don't remember the entire fight.
Man, William Joppy, I had money on that fight, man. And to me, it was a lot of money, but back then I was a little nigga. So I had like $30 on the fight with William Joppy versus Trinidad. I hated Trinidad, bro. I did not like Felix Trinidad for shit, man. I hated him. And when he beat William Joppy, man, I was so fucking pissed off, man. And thanks, baby. I was so pissed off because people clown Joppy, but they forget Joppy was a good ass fighter, man. Joppy was the dude, and people clown him. Look at him, and now it's just a highlight reel on Felix Trinidad resume. And I was so happy when Bernard Hopkins beat, because I didn't like Hopkins until he beat Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? When he beat Trinidad, I was happy. I was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Because Trinidad was a cheating ass motherfucker with them illegal ass raps and shit.
He sure was. Man. And Brother Nas, that was the first hand wrap he caught. The second one was Margarito. And see, these are all things. So Margarito, see, that's a prime example of a motherfucker that need to be put in prison. You know what I'm saying? But there's the laws is crazy. He caught it. That's why I say attempted murder, because we can't prove that he did that to Kermit Cintron. But I spoke to Cintron. He says, no doubt there was something wrong with his gloves. Now, by the way, no one was screaming about, Kermit should have fired his corner. They just didn't know what to look for. And that's a whole nother conversation. Golden Johnson. That was on the undercard of, I believe, Shane Mosley versus Cotto. Margarito fought Golden Johnson, and he knocked the shit out of him. All right? So Margarito's been doing that for a good while, and he got away with it with Cotto, But, at the end of the fight, and that's another thing. Let me park here for a second. Miguel Cotto got 2 losses on his record that shouldn't be there. All right, Manny Pacquiao, weight draining the champion, which was ridiculous, and Margarito with the gloves. And after the fight, way after the fact, after we done called him all kinds of, oh, you crybaby, you're making excuses, he zooms in on his iPad during the face-off and says, what's up with your hand wraps? It looked like he had gravel underneath his hand wraps. And that makes you rethink everything. Like, wait a minute. Paul Williams even said his gloves felt funny. I think Josh Clottey said his gloves was funny. Kermit Cintron lost to him twice, said the gloves was funny. Nobody listens when you're losing, but then when you get caught, and if it wasn't for Nas, and mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I want everyone, and I know there's haters in here, pay attention. Y'all want to lean on these commissions? The commission wasn't going to do anything. Brother Nas said, you don't see anything wrong with this? The commission said, no, I don't see nothing. He said, well, we're going to see. And lo and behold. So when we talk, we're not just talking because our favorite fighter lost. Oh, the black fighter lost. I just said James Toney cheated John Ruiz. And I fucks with James Toney. But the man cheated. Roy Jones was never caught. He was never caught. But in the 90s, there was some suspect stuff going on. Can we prove it? No. Just like we can't really prove Manny Pacquiao cheated. But off the eye test, something was wrong. We know that as soon as Floyd started saying, yo, OSDT, his knockout started. They stopped. The knockout stopped. But we ripped Floyd and called him a coward for saying, oh, man, you're trying to change the rules. Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao wanted his choice of glove size, ring size, $10 million for every pound he came in overweight, choice of venue, which is fine, whatever. Floyd said, yeah, I agree to all of that. All I want is OSDT. You rip Floyd, but a couple of years later, Nonito Donaire comes out and he says, yo, I want OSDT and I want it for all my fights. And they applaud him. So you rip Floyd, but applaud Nonito. Please don't talk to me about racism. Please shut up. Stop it. This sport is messed up. You got a bunch of race soldiers running around here. You got a bunch of sanctioning bodies enabling this nonsense. Mauricio Suleiman needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. This is crazy at this point. All we want is a clean sport with clean athletes. And the sad fact is, what needs to happen is somebody needs to be made an example of. And I guarantee you, the next black athlete that pops, they're going to make an example out of him or her. Watch what I tell you. That person's going to get the jail time, and we're going to be on here screaming, why he go to jail? Well, Drew, you can't get mad because you said they need to go to jail. And I'm going to say, well, look at who the fuck they put in jail.
Right.
When I was screaming about it, Valdez need to go to jail. Canelo need to go to jail. Margarito need to go to jail. Nope, y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all said it was harsh, fine. Now look who they did put in jail. So I'm saying either you're in or you're out. If you're out, fine. If you're out, good. Free Big Baby if that's the case. He should be fighting tomorrow. Him versus Jared Anderson, the battle of the big babies. They already trash talking on Twitter. Make the fight then. Let the man earn a living. Either you're in or you're out. There's no halfway with this. We got to get tough with this. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Your favorite fighter might be juiced. But we have to hold the sport accountable. Are we supporters of the sport or not? If you're a fanatic of a fighter because he speaks the same language or lives up the block from you, fine, say that. I never said I had a problem with Canelo. I never said, like, as far as his ethnicity, I never said that the man couldn't fight. But when he's coming up from 147 and looking like a gorilla at 175, and then coming back down and ducking both Charlos and ducking Andre, and y'all supporting that, and the only thing that you could tell me is, oh, well, he'll beat those guys. This is boxing, prove it. I'm sure everyone said, yo, you know I didn't bother watching Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson because I just knew what was going to happen. I said, oh, yeah, man, he's on his way to fighting Evander Holyfield. Back when Evander had the flat top in the little Sega Genesis video game, remember that?
Right, hell yeah.
You know? I said, man, I ain't gonna ball with that. Just tell me what round it happens in. 1, 2, 3. I'm riding around that night. They said, yo, I'm at a bodega. Yo, Mike got knocked out. I said, stop lying. They said, no, Mike got knocked out. Man, we ran back to the car, turned on the radio, flatlined. I couldn't believe it. And Mike making all kind of excuses, long count. It was long. Oh, I knocked him out, but it was a long count, fine. But you know what? He got up and you didn't finish the job. They have so many excuses for your favorite fighter. And we all got love for Mike, but let's tell the truth about Mike. When I tell y'all I think Deontay Wilder will whoop upon Mike Tyson's ass, don't look at me sideways. And don't use a record to justify why I'm wrong. Because look at Mike Tyson's record. In 2 years, the man fought like 50 times. Well, I'm sorry, I'm exaggerating. It was like 20. But that was a lot of fights. And when I tell these fools, show me his notable wins, show me his key wins, a lot of these casuals will go right by Trevor Berbick.
Right.
The truth is, every time Mike Tyson fought somebody that fought his ass back, he had a problem. Because his key fights, a lot of them he lost. So stop playing with me. So get out of here with that. But we need to be consistent. We capped for Mike, did we not? Oh, his corner was messed up. Oh, he had a long count. Oh, he wasn't training properly. Buster Douglas lost his mother. Had everything to gain and nothing to lose and got in there and whooped Mike's ass. That's it. That's it. Bottom line. We cap for who we want to cap for. That's it. Even when we have some bullshit facts that don't make any sense. We didn't know anything about Mike's corner being Fugazi until years later. Till documentaries started going out. We wasn't checking for that.
Yeah.
He lost. Bottom line. Oh, but yeah, what about you guys in the LDBC and Wilder? We have facts proving what we say. That's it. It's not cap. If it was excuses, we would say so. You know what's cap? Did Canelo not pop dirty for clenbuterol? Yes or no? What the fuck was it doing in his system? What was it doing there? It shouldn't be there in the first place. Go to your job. They do random drug testing at my job. If I go pee in a cup and they say, yo, look, we found traces of crack in your piss. I'm like, yo, look, well, how much? Well, it was a little bit. How about this? What was it doing there? What was it? You're not supposed to do that. Stop capping for your favorite fighter when there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. This is ridiculous. Clenbuterol, Canelo, with all that skill and that precise punching, he needs an edge. Valdez needed an edge. Hold this man accountable. This is absurd that we're even talking about this. That's why I say, if we're all in, there needs to be a rule. Maybe not the first time. Maybe the second time you pop again, you got to go sit your ass down in prison. Because whatever you doing, if it's on that banned substance list, your ass need to go have a seat. Because you was training to kill somebody in that ring. And that's my take on that.
Yes, indeed, Drew. Yes, indeed. Salute to the brother Kamal Eyes in the super chat. What it do, family? He says, what do you think about my comment on Daniel Dubois? I didn't see it, brother. I apologize. If you can leave your comment again in the chat, and I'll highlight it. But I didn't see it, brother. Nitty G in the super chat. Much love, much appreciation, fam. Yeah, I agree with you, Drew. I think that it was no bigger Mike Tyson fanboy than me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was a huge Mike Tyson fanboy. Love Mike Tyson. And I made every excuse in the book for Mike Tyson. Now, one thing I'll disagree with you on. Now, I did know Mike Tyson had a shitty-ass corner. Because I was such a Mike Tyson fanboy, I followed everything he did. So I knew when he split from Kevin Rooney. I remember HBO, what's the boy name? Larry Merchant and the other boy, what's the other dude name? From HBO.
Larry Merchant?
Larry Merchant, the other guy. The fucking weirdo dude who beat up his wife or something.
Oh, Jim Lampley.
Jim Lampley. Larry Merchant, Jim Lampley, and I think they had a panel on HBO they had Burt Sugar, Fight Doctor, and some other people was on. I don't know if the Fight Doctor was on there, but they had Burt Sugar on there for sure. And they was talking about Mike Tyson and his relationship with Robin Givens and shit. This was after the Spinks fight, and they did a whole special just shitting on Mike Tyson, right? Talking about his relationship with Kevin Rooney and how Rooney was gonna leave and all this stuff. And remember, Mike Tyson before he fought Buster Douglas, he fought Carl Truth Williams, I think it was, and he fought Carl Truth Williams. If I'm not mistaken, I think he fought Carl Truth Williams without Kevin Rooney in that fight. And but he won. He beat the shit out of Carl Truth Williams, and everybody thought he was still the same Mike Tyson and shit. But I didn't like it. I didn't like not having his trainer Kevin Rooney, because I saw Mike Tyson becoming a headhunter. You know what I'm saying? He went away from his bobbing and weaving and body punching and coming up top. He just became a headhunter at that point. But regardless of the fact, I agree with you that these fighters need to be held accountable. I think that at this point in time, too many fighters are getting away. Boxing, PEDs in boxing has become an epidemic. And if people are not going to, no, it's no Trill Boxing Talk today, y'all. I said that earlier. No Trill Boxing Talk today. Black Hat take care of some business. But the fact that fighters are still taking PEDs and performance enhancement drugs and diuretics, taking stuff on the banned list, it has to be stifter punishment. You have to take these guys. I don't think a 6-month punishment is enough, because most fighters in today's day and age are only fighting once a year anyway. So I think you got to ban these guys for a year. Ban them for a year, and then also fine them whatever they were supposed to make on their purse. I think you should fine their asses that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker's supposed to make $1 million for his purse on the upcoming fight, I think they should be taxed $1 million, and they should be suspended for a year. Hurt them. You got to hurt them financially, so these guys understand what the fuck they doing is wrong, and they ain't gonna get away with it. And I think that that's fair. Even if it was an accident or it was some bullshit like we talked about, motherfucking took some over-the-counter protein shakes or something like that. Now you know you learn your lesson. You say, okay, fuck taking a protein shake. I'm gonna get my protein from food now. I'm gonna hire me a nutritionist. I'm gonna eat me some grilled chicken. I'm gonna eat me some motherfucking steak, whatever, some tuna. I'm gonna get my chicken the natural way, the way fighters used to do it. And that's what it is. That's what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But I agree with you though, Drew.
Yeah, no doubt. I gotta watch my voice, because there's some hoes in here that don't like a strong black man voicing their opinion with some passion.
Oh yeah.
so I don't apologize, and when you come back in about 300 seconds, you can say sorry. If not, I'm gonna block your ass like I'm a tumble. Fuck you talking about? Too emotional. This is a passionate thing. All right. I've been watching this sport probably longer than you've been alive, motherfucker. Yeah. I've been watching this sport that long. And when I watch fights, I expect these athletes to act accordingly. All right. You can die in that ring. Ask Patrick Day. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't. The brother died in the damn ring. Okay? And he's not the first one. Ask another fighter what that's like when your opponent dies in the ring. Ask Ray Mancini how he felt after his opponent died in the ring. You have to go talk to somebody about that. You might contemplate suicide. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is a life-changing thing that can happen. All right, now imagine if you're going in there on the PED. You don't have that same feeling, which means you meant to do it. Premeditated. What if you go in there and say, yo, no, I just wanted some extra oxygen. Yeah, but you out-hustled the guy, hit him right, and he fell and died. This is some serious stuff we're dealing with here. You go ahead into that super chat.
Salute to my brother, Joe Townsend. Hold on, let me put you on mute once, Drew. Salute to my brother Joe Townsend, that super chat. What it do? Family, much love and much appreciation. Says, when Wilder said he was cheated, they said he's making excuses. When Team Canelo popped dirty, it was Canelo Estrada IG Thought Fit T. He says, next it would be tainted tequila and eating cartel thought ass. Damn. Goddamn.
And see, that's another thing. That's the other side to it. They're making excuses already. We're the only people talking about this. I guarantee you. The article's out there. Victor Conti voiced his opinion, called him a liar. And we're the only people putting the focus on this thing. No one else is talking about it but us. We're talking about it because we're them coloreds. It's racially motivated. But meanwhile, Big Baby can sit at home. And we were calling him Big Dummy, were we not? Because he blew his biggest payday. And I was standing behind him, and I said, yo, man, you from BK, you from the city. You got the AJ payday, highest payday of your career. This is your coming out party. Let's get it. And he fucked it up. And it was sad. And, you know, that's messed up. We couldn't defend it. Why? He broke the rules. But that's okay for us to call him out on that. But here come Canelo with clenbuterol, and we calling him out on that, and we're the racists? No. I don't care if Canelo Alvarez was Craig Johnson from the mean streets of Chicago. You pop dirty, my man. You pop dirty. Billy Ho Saunders with nasal spray. You know, AJ with these exemptions. When does it end? It's going to end when someone dies in the ring and the opponent pops dirty. That's when it ends. Dillian White, skin gloves, steroids, B sample that doesn't pop up. Why are you going through all of this if you're innocent?
Right.
This is an ongoing issue, and the only way to handle it is to make examples out of somebody, and y'all not going to see my point until when they stop and make an example out of your favorite fighter. It'll be something minuscule. Oh, he only had a little bit of whatever in his system. Oh, so
yeah,
what?
they always use black fighters as an example.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. When they start giving out jail time, oh, well, he beat dude and his eyes broke up to the point where, I don't know, he can't fight ever again. Oh, he popped dirty. You know what? If he gets suspended him, we're going to kick him out the sport, and he's going to go sit down for 36 months in a prison. It's going to happen. And when it happens to your favorite black fighter, don't fucking scream and holler. Because we was calling for this for a while now. Understand, Canelo popped dirty and the WBC moved the goalposts. It said this amount is okay now, which means he could be on it right now. Nobody else finds it strange that September 18th, Mexican Independence Day, was the original date. And then he started asking for all these foolish demands. And we said, no, he must not want to fight Caleb because of that. Then he flirts with Bivol, and then he says, no, I'm just playing. I'm going to fight Caleb, but I'm going to do it in November now. Y'all didn't find that strange? Enough time to cycle off of whatever he's going off of. And the reason why I'm thinking that now is because in Eddie Reynoso's camp, we got another one. So we got Ryan with depression. We got Canelo with clenbuterol. And now we got Valdez with this tea. Mm-hmm. He's drinking Nestea iced tea. He's popping dirty.
Right.
This is ridiculous. Y'all can deal with this okie doke if y'all want to. But this is not going to change until we do something. At least here in the States. It's a little difficult in Mexico and in the UK. It's a little difficult, man, but we need to do something.
Mm-hmm. Salute to Felix Nunez in that super chat showing love, much appreciation. Says, funny because Valdez beat someone accused of juicing. LOL. Yeah, man, but we ain't gonna be on here too long, man, because I'm way past I ain't eating no breakfast. Now I'm going into lunchtime, so I got to get me a couple of sandwiches in my system. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. Whatever sandwich I get, I think I'm gonna go get me a cousin sub. I'm gonna give me a sub sandwich, turkey with provolone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that on IG. Y'all be on the lookout for that. And make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan, man. Drew Titan, one of the best boxing channels on the internet right now. Make sure you go check him out. Drew, you got any last words for the people, brother?
Stay off those goddamn drugs. 20 push-ups in the morning, 30 sit-ups, bang out some pull-ups, eat well, and keep those drugs out of your system and hold everybody accountable. Men be men, women be women. I don't give a fuck what society says, man. We all fucked up here. What's happening in boxing is a direct reflection of what's going on in society. We can't differentiate from what's a male, what's a female, and it's okay to be a drug abuser. Life is bad right now, but we gotta pull through it, man. This is crazy. God damn. Enjoy your sandwich, General. I'm gonna do some push-ups. This is bullshit.
Most deaf, brother. Salute to Ronald the Vibe in the super chat. What it do, family? Much love and much appreciation. That super chat. He says, I got Wilder as the second greatest heavyweight of all time. Ali is number one. Now hate on that. Says, and I'm serious too. But you get caught cheating, eat crow. Yeah, yes indeed, family. Salute to you, brother. Then we got Thomas in the super chat. Much love, much appreciation. He says, great show. These foreigners always getting chances and excuses here after popping dirty. Fury, Sanders, Canelo, etc.
Thomas is my dude. Thomas, my dude from high school, man. He's a Tito Trinidad fan.
Yeah, hey, salute to the homie. Salute. All right, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute, man. Make sure y'all right now. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Super chat. Everybody came through showing love today. We'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time. But right now, make sure you go check out the homie KQKC Boxing coming up next. I'm out of here though. Hey Drew, stay here. I'm gonna holler at you about something real quick.
No doubt.
Peace, y'all. Be up out of here.